We're talking about the continuing education program here at Community College of Allegheny County. This is Diane Jacobs. And what we'd like to know is what classes are available, and when are they offered, and just general information about the program.
Our program is gigantic. I am responsible for the continuing education classes for both adults and children. Our adult continuing education program enrolls over 6,000 students, both here on campus on the north side, plus 20 off-campus centers within the city of Pittsburgh and the western and southern suburbs. In addition to that, we have started children's programs. The program here at Allegheny campus began in the spring of 1985. This is their third year in operation. The very first year we started out with about 250 children. That has grown to, 3 years later, 700 students. And this semester was the first time that we have offered classes for kids at off-campus locations. We have 220 kids taking classes on Saturdays at St. Philomena School in Squirrel Hill, and another about 180 children taking classes at Carlinton High School in the Carnegie area. And we're finding that it's a very strong growth market. The doing classes close to people's homes and in their neighborhoods is an idea that people really relish as well. And we're reaching capacity here at Allegheny campus. Allegheny campus has kind of been taken over by the continuing education program on the weekends. From Friday night at 6 o'clock till Sunday at 4, there are over 1,500 adults and children in some way or another taking a class or seminar or workshop, whatever, on the weekends. And it's gotten to the point now that we're just wrestling with the questions of how do you manage the campus at a time where we never really thought that we'd need to manage people on campus.
Oh, that's great. How have you, how have things been going, by the way?
Very good. There are very good relationships on campus. We have a weekend coordinator who oversees the entire program, and two children's coordinators who oversee the children's programs. And they report to me, and we have developed a relationship with the security office and maintenance so that they do have support on the weekends. And it's been a long, trying experience, but we've got to the point where things are running very smoothly.
What's the main selling point of the Con Ed program in general?
For myself, I think it's flexibility and giving adults or children an experience and an educational learning experience that meets their particular needs and gives them an exciting experience that they really want to take part in. For our children's program is an expanding of horizons. We don't want to necessarily duplicate the Monday through Friday experience that kids get in the public schools. This is something that children can take part in over and above their public school experience. They can have as much fun as they possibly can and learn at the same time. Most of our classes we encourage our teachers to make as practical and hands-on as possible. We really want to see projects happening, and I think that happens a lot in a lot of the classes. We get quite a bit of positive feedback. I think the most positive feedback we get is seeing the same names coming back every semester.
Okay, I'm Felix Uracy. I'm the coordinator for the Kids College, which runs on Saturdays in the fall and spring, and in the summertime runs usually the month of July. I also work with the high school program that we have, which begins in June and runs also to the end of July. Two programs that we offer, sometimes for credit. For the high school program, for the younger kids, it's a non-credit program, which they take for enrichment or remedial purposes, whichever they feel that they need the most.
Who are the teachers in this program?
Well, pick-up teachers, many of the teachers for the kids program are elementary or high school teachers themselves, and chosen to work during the weekends. Occasionally we find somebody like yourself who is a professional in the field who would choose to work for us, and we really like those people because they bring in a lot of expertise and a new dimension to the program, showing exactly how it really works in the work area.
Great. Do you think that helps the students more?
Well, it's a good opportunity for the students to really see what's going on now, use latest equipment, and see the latest techniques that are available. Although at times it's nice to have a regular classroom teacher for certain subject area courses, because then we know that certain material is covered, and sometimes there's a little tighter format.
2 less than 3 times the number. How would you write that? First of all, ask yourself, listen ladies, ask yourself, what's the number? Obviously you don't know, so it's X. Okay, so just write that down. X is the number. 2 less than 3 times the number. 3 times the number. Minus 2. You're not looking for answers like 2 and 7 and 96. You're looking for expressions that will show you what these words are saying. Fish, you understand? Okay, let's do another one. Okay, how about this? Let me come over here a little bit. Yeah, this is a good one. Sum of 7 times a number and 6. What's the number?
Who do you think gains the most from the program, the teachers or the students?
Oh, I think it's probably a pretty even decision there. I think that kids, of course, get a whole lot of fun and learning out of their Saturday class, but I think teachers do as well. That we give our teachers a tremendous amount of flexibility. We bring in qualified, experienced teachers, but give them a whole lot of flexibility that they might not necessarily have in the public schools to take a subject area and really put together a 12-week or 10-week or 4-week, depending on the semester, a 12-week experience that's theirs.
How do you think the teachers gain the most from their teaching experience?
Well, one of the things that we are able to do here, which sometimes you're not able to do in a public school, is that we have a little bit more freedom perhaps with the students. They're smaller classes. We try to let the teachers have as much freedom as they want to try different things. If they want to have a field trip, we're all in favor of that. If they want to move their class time because something special is going on, that's fine too. If they want to do smaller lessons of different varieties, that's fine. In the non-credit classes, we really don't have a set amount of material for the teachers to cover. So they can pretty much do the things that they feel comfortable in doing, that they feel they're better at, and that they see that the kids will enjoy more than with certain classes where the children are receiving credit, and there is a certain curriculum which must be followed, and there are certain amounts of material which must be done before the end of the semester.
And who do you think gains the most from these classes, the teachers or the students?
Well, we'd like to think that the students gain more than the teachers, although sometimes I guess it's a toss-up, because certainly perhaps teaching 5 days a week in a class where there are things that you must get done, there are time limits on you, and then being able to teach something that you really enjoy and are free to set up your own parameters is certainly nice in the teacher's aspect. But I like to think that that also works the same for children, that after they've been through school for 5 days, to come back on a Saturday says something for them, and we certainly have to make sure that we make it very interesting and meaningful for those students so that they will continue to come back and they will gain a lot from it.
Could you tell us some of the classes that are offered?
Well, we run a wide range of classes. We have ballet, we have tap dance, we have science, we have math courses, pre-algebra, math help courses for those students who aren't doing well in those subjects, reading help. We have some unique courses which I think are different. We have computers for students 4 and 5 years old. We have a class for toddlers where we work not only with the small children, but we also have the teacher work with the parents. It's called Teaching Your Toddler, and that's a different one. We have swimming and karate, two of our biggest courses. We have a pool, which is nice because we can fit 3 classes into the pool. The karate classes run all age groups, and we have from beginning level to advanced level karate. Of course, we have TV production, which is something many kids don't get to do in the regular school. We have piano classes, and we have a nice piano room set up with that, where they have their individual pianos tied into one main piano, where the instructor has communications with all students separately and as a group. We have chemistry classes in the chemistry lab, driver's education classes, both the theory and the car. And really, any class that we feel that there would be an interest from students and parents, we would be willing to run. In the summertime, we're able to run some courses which are different from those that are offered in the spring and fall because of weather. We have rockets and robots where the students go out and build rockets, and we have photography where the students can go out and take 35mm pictures. And so really we're open to those types of courses which would be of enjoyment, to the students and to the instructors.
More about numbers, cost effectiveness, the cost of the course. How are you able to do it?
First of all, I think that enough people don't understand how the community college is funded. The community college, of course, our first mission is to provide a reasonable cost associate degree college education for people in the Allegheny County area, and we do that very well. And then continuing education is a supplement to that. When all of the student pays roughly a third of the price of the cost of their college education, that the funding formulas are very complex, but simplistically, each time a student registers for the college, he is paying a third of the true cost of that course. At the end of the year, the state will contribute a third, and the county will contribute a third, so that since we are tax-based and are funded by the state of Pennsylvania and the county of Allegheny, that students are paying for only a part of the true cost of that course, so that even though we are paying, a student is only paying $29 for a continuing education course or $42 for a college credit, that's not all that goes into those courses. So that it can be very cost effective because students that are taking the courses pay taxes and are contributing indirectly to the cost of that course besides the tuition.
For more information on any of the programs offered by the Continuing Education Department, write to the Community College of Allegheny County, Allegheny Campus, 808 Ridge Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15212.
I think the one thing that is very valuable to children and parents as they look for educational experiences for their kids is that this gives children, number one, exposure to what a college campus is like. And also it gives children a chance to be in a class where they might not need to worry about what their friends might think if they ask a dumb question. A lot of times, if students are not doing well in school, they may not be doing well in school because they're just too afraid to tell the teacher that they don't know what's happening when all their friends are around. So this gives them a way of lifting a kid out of their peer group, getting them away from some of the peer pressures of the public school. And so we see a lot of kids coming for an algebra course an English grammar course. And this gives them an opportunity to really ask the questions that they've always been wanting to ask and get some extra help and be able to go back to school on Monday and feel a little better about themselves and do a little better in their schoolwork. Our summer program for high school students is a very good example of that as well. We do a tremendous amount of remedial work in high school for high school students who have failed at their home schools and are coming to make up the work of an English, math, French, social studies course. And I think the one reason that students do so well, and we've had comments from students that, boy, I didn't learn as much from a whole year of in my class as I did from 6 weeks here. And I think part of the reason is not because the quality of education and the quality of instruction in the schools isn't there. It's because the children realized that they needed to knuckle down and do something, and we gave them a no-nonsense approach to that subject matter, and they could ask the questions and really work with the teachers that maybe they weren't successful during the school year. The other thing with our summer program that's very encouraging is that we're getting a large number of students coming for advanced high school work, that students that are academically prepared to go on to their next year of school can come for 6 weeks on campus and take an English course, an algebra course, 120 hours that would be equivalent to an entire year's worth of academic work, and most of the high schools in the area do accept those high school credits, so that students who want to get ahead and accelerate their studies can come to campus, take an algebra course, and then that might mean that they have room in their schedule the next year and through their high school career that they could take a few extra courses that they wanted to and get ahead, so that it really does give something for everyone. And we're really encouraged by more and more students on the advanced level as well coming here during the summertime. Our summer program for the younger kids is growing as well. Last summer's enrollment was double over the year before. We do programs for children who have completed grades 1 through 8 in a quasi-summer camp environment, which is also a very strict learning environment, where we allow children to choose what classes they want to take. It meets Monday through Friday for 4 weeks. This summer, it will meet from July 6th through the 31st of '87. And we will bring kids on campus Monday through Friday from 9 o'clock in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon for a variety of classes that they choose out of the program that we have set up for them. And again, it's a very exciting thing for them to do in the summertime, and it's something that our teachers really enjoy doing as well.